Hello and welcome to High Voltage Engineering. We are still in the module 1 and this is the breakdown in solid dielectrics. Now we are on the new topic. We have been talking about gases, liquids as dielectrics. Now it's time to move to solids which are used as a dielectric. In this class we will talk about the introduction of this solid as a dielectric. So we move to the slide. Now the solid dielectric material are used in all kinds of electrical apparatus and devices to insulate one current carrying part and the other when they operate at different voltages. A good dielectric should have. So these are the properties of a good dielectric. What could be the properties? It should have a low dielectric loss. That means when this is used as an insulator, it should produce a low amount of loss. High mechanical strength because these dielectrics can be the solid dielectrics can be used in of different apparatus where it can be under some mechanical stress. For example, if these dielectric are used in cables, okay, so when these cables when they are twisted, when they can be under different stresses. Okay, if it is a weak if it is weak so it might break. So we need a dielectric with high mechanical strength. It should also be free from gaseous inclusion and moisture. As we see seen from the in the liquid, the inclusion of gases and moisture inside reduces the dielectric strength, and it also should be resistant to thermal and chemical deteriorations. That again, it is about the chemical stability, the similar thing which we have seen for the gases. Okay. Now, solid dielectrics have higher breakdown strength compared to the liquid and the gases. So this is the advantage for the solid dielectrics. Okay. Now we will talk about the solid insulating materials. These are generally used in practice. They are of two types, namely the organic materials such as paper, wood, rubber, and inorganic materials such as mica, glass, and porcelain, and synthetic polymers such as perspex, PVC, epoxy resins. Okay, some important properties of these materials which are being used in the insulation purposes in high voltage apparatus will be described. Now, the studies of the breakdown of the solid dielectrics are of extreme importance in the insulation studies. So, we'll be talking about this breakdown. When the breakdown occurs, the solid gets permanently damaged while gases fully and liquids partially recover to their dielectric strength after the applied field is removed. So, this is the difference for the solid and the gases and the liquids. Where the solid after the breakdown it is useless, the gases it can fully recover, and the liquid it can partially recover when the electric field is removed. The mechanism of breakdown of is complex phenomena, and in the case of solids various and varies depending on the time of the application of voltage. Now we'll be talking about the various breakdown mechanism that uh, are there. One of them is the intrinsic or ionic breakdown. The second is the electromechanical breakdown. Third is the failure due to treeing and tracking. Fourth is the thermal breakdown. Fifth is the electrochemical breakdown. And the sixth is the breakdown due to internal discharges. Okay. So we in this graph we can see the different variation of breakdown strength with the time after the application of voltage. So The breakdown strength is high for the intrinsic and electromechanical system. For the streamer, thermal, and slowly it reduces to erosion and electrochemical. So this the breakdown strength the strength drops as the time increases, and later at the end it is basically due to erosion and electrochemical process the breakdown strength decreases. Initially, if there is a breakdown, it is basically the intrinsic and electromechanical system that might cause the breakdown, and then the streamer mechanism might cause the breakdown, but slowly as the time passes the mechanism changes from intrinsic to and electromechanical to streamer to thermal, and at the end it starts getting eroded, and that is basically the breakdown occurs due to electrochemical application. Okay, so this is the end of the lecture. uh, we'll be talking about different breakdown procedure in the next class. Thank you.